Alright, hello everyone. How are you today? It's Kei. So this is the 16th of April 2022 and this is on Saturday. So I hope you're having a great weekend. And today, since the market is closed, I'm thinking to talk about some psychology or money management topics. So let's discuss until the end of life and just relax and enjoy the life until the end today. So let me change the screen. And as a quick disclaimer for today, as usual, this content is basically all based on my own experience. So when you take trades, please do at your own risk. And also, this is live, so if you can please follow the rules and guidelines, that would be great. Because after all, we're all here to learn. And also recently, there are many scammers and spammers out there. So I have no Telegram, no Instagram, no Facebook, no direct messages. So please be careful in these areas. Okay, so yeah, let's see who's here first. So this is Saturday. So please just relax and enjoy the free talk for today. I will make some comments and I will read comments on chat and reply and answer in comments. And yeah, just let's get started now. So yeah, let's see. On Sanvin, thank you for joining my Ichimoku community. So once you join, I think you click the join button. And that's why I see welcome to Ichimoku Basic Master here. So after you click the join button, what you have to do is you go to my webpage, quickly explaining because I got these questions a couple of times. So you go to my webpage and hover over services, Ichimoku community, and click on how to join. And when you click on this one, then you can actually come to this web page, and if you scroll down a little bit, then you can find 3 steps how you can join. So you have done already the first step, click the join button, and once you do that, then come to Discord, click on this one, click on the link on Discord, and connect your YouTube to Discord, and you get all the perks. And in case you have any questions about this, please let me know by email. The information is on the below description, so please check the email and just send me the emails and I can guide you through how you can connect it. But yeah, thank you Sam for joining my community and stay gold. So yeah, Ichimoku community has been around for the last 2 years now. Time flies, for 2 years. I have been doing this Ichimoku community and lots of things going on right now. 3 times live streams for members only. And today, after this public live, there will be a membership live. And on Saturdays, I started to cover the topics on the Ichimoku original book. I start to share what's written on the original books on Saturdays for the members. And today will be about the psychology and also buyers and sellers and how the original creator was talking about the buyers and sellers in the market. So that will be the topic for today. So I hope you enjoy. And I will see you there on the Ichimoku members. So yeah, let's see who else is here. Nakib and Buta and Mahardika, thank you for joining. Great to see you. And Jay, David, Libor, and Jong-on. Good to see you, Jorg, and John Hera, and Nami, Mahesh, Austin, Asif, and Augustine, On My Way, Milos, and Aurora. Thank you for joining. And oh, Eugene, welcome back here. Thank you for joining. Welcome back to community here. I can see the red badge by the name of, by the side of the name. Thank you so much. And Hunter and Dirk, good to see you too. Thank you for joining. All right. Yeah, thank you for joining also. Oh yeah, John Hera, you saw the receipt. Yeah, it was exactly my wife's birthday, 413 for my receipt. that I tweeted on my Twitter, and that was my birthday, April 13th, and the bill was exactly 413, April 13th. So that was quite a coincidence, but yeah, I think that was the right timing, right place that we went there. Yeah, and sometimes, we have these coincidence of numbers, or these even these charts also, trades also. I can sometimes feel like it's coincidence that the market just goes up towards my direction, goes down towards my direction. And yeah, I really value these coincidences a lot. So yeah, that was a very nice moment there. All right, TikTok, thank you for joining. And Mahesh says, please tell something for new traders. What would you like to know about the new traders? Maybe I can talk about my own experience when I was a newbie. Yeah, 416 Thai, good to see you here. Dennis Wang says, what is your worst losing streak and the impact to your psychology? How do you get out of your downtime? Okay, that's a good question. And Tai says, if we have a nice entry at M15, how long before a news release will we still be able to trade? For that one, you can keep trading before 30 minutes before the news. You better close 30 minutes before the news is my idea. Okay, Darius, good to see you too. So yeah, I can talk about my experience as a new trader, and also my worst losing streak and the impact to my psychology. And that was very painful. That was almost the most painful experience I had in my life. I used to have some rough life when I was in the US. I didn't have enough money, so I was very poor student, and that's why I bought these, Beetle, Volkswagen Beetle, 1955 year model, and I bought the shell. I bought these tires and brakes and suspensions and engine. I bought these parts from junkyard and assemble and used to drive when I was a student. And it was a bit painful, not like painful, but it was very stressful, because I was even thinking what to eat tonight. I had only $1 in my pocket, and I was deciding whether I should eat hamburger, or I should eat salad, or I should eat potato chips. That was kind of the lifestyle when I was in the US. I was very, very poor. So as compared to that, I think the losing streak was even more painful. That was after I became full-time. It took me at least 2 years to be a break-even trader, and from the third year, I started to win trades. But let me turn this to full screen. Okay, but my losing streaks. Speaking of my losing streaks, I created one account. The first account I created was 10,000 USD, and I lost it because I had the huge drawdown on the gold. Back then, gold was so active, and it was bullish, and I was buying gold, and without any doubts, I was keep buying gold because it was going up, and suddenly, due to big news, it drops all the way, and I lost 10,000 very quickly. So when I had that, I never knew what was happening. I wasn't able to understand what was happening, and I was not able to accept the reality. So yeah, it took me at least, I think I remember it took me like 1 week to recover my psychology to be healthy state. And I created another 10,000 account, and then started to trade, but no success. I lost it half, and then I came back to the demo account. And back then I thought I have no ability to trade. Maybe my lack of confidence, my lack of knowledge, lack of experience. whatever, I lost it, and that was very painful. And that was even after I became full-time. I had that experience. So I was thinking whether I should come back to the full-time job, but I couldn't because I told the colleagues, okay, I will become full-time trader and I will never come back to the company. So I said bye to everyone. And so there's no way that I can come back to the company again. So, but when I lost that 2 accounts, when I lost the first account and 50% on the second account, I got depressed. So I took medicine. I had to take medicine to cure depression. And that was how mentally stressed psychologically. But after a while, I still decided, I was still determined myself to success in trading. And then I think it was like 1 month or 2 months later, I created a demo account and started to practice again. So I practiced by the price action only. And yeah, it took me another 5 or 6 months to be confident in trading, and also and after that I became profitable afterwards. On the third year I became profitable, and that was one of the breakthroughs. But yeah, that was a very painful experience. I never want to experience that again. Yeah. Krista says maybe the medicine helps you become super trader now. I'm not sure. Maybe not. Yeah, I think I practice it. I practice a lot. Not only that I practice, I actually talked about this topic in a GTS member today. Earlier was that I practiced, but I didn't practice to be better in trading in that sense, because I had enough knowledge, I had enough experience. So I was pretty confident. I knew about the price actions, I knew about the strategies. So looking back, one of my breakthrough was I get so used to the losses. I get almost like paralyzed to the losses that even if I lose, I didn't feel anything. Maybe that was due to medicine, I don't know. But even if I lose, I don't feel anything. And even if I win, I didn't feel joy. I didn't feel excited. And I think that was because I keep practicing. And after these big losses, in my mind, I thought wins or losses are not really the topic. The most important topic is to follow my own discipline and rules, is my trading plan and strategy. And if I really realized that, then I started not to feel the fear in losing and not having fear of missing out, for example, or not having a fear of even some losing streaks. When I run the backtest, when I run the tester, I kept losing also, but I don't really remember the losses afterwards, because I think my psychology became stronger. But not only that my psychology became stronger, but also I started to feel nothing. So it's like no emotion state. I went to that state, and then I became profitable actually. So in this experience, I think I need more time to digest it and look back and put it into words to be able to explain. But that was my feeling. So yeah, and I now remember that when I lose these two big losses, I felt that I lost my confidence. I lost my hope. If I say I lost my hope, and that was good actually. Before, I thought if I become full-time trader from full-time worker, I can make more profit, I can make more income, and also I become free from anything. And that was my hope, and that was my goal. But after these big losses, I lost the hope. I lost this how do you say, like ideal, like I lost the ideal future. So that was good actually, because then I became realistic on what I do, and I should be realistic, I realized. So yeah, and then I started to win trades afterward. So that was my biggest breakthrough, from losing to winning trader. So that's why I say never expect which way the market goes, never predict the future, because we can't. Now that's why I think I say that now. Before, when I first became full-time and when I didn't lose that big, I was still thinking that I can predict future by indicators and strategies. And also, I only trade towards the direction of the predicted directions. But afterwards, I simply don't do that. Simply, I take a trade. If there's an entry edge, just take it and just leave it. Especially after setting the break even, I leave. Psychologically, I leave also. Not physically, but psychologically, I leave from charts and come back as if I almost forget about the positions. And then it happens that the market just goes up towards my direction and I run profit. Then if I see that, okay, I run profit, so let's trial, and then leave again. And if in this relaxed state of mind, I start to be success in trading. But I think this is also true on anything you do in profession. Yeah, Hyder says trading is very stressful for new traders, new starters, and yes, I think so, because unlike other Forex or sports, in trading you can lose money and you can also lose confidence, and that's very stressful. And it was also my case also, but for everybody also, I think most likely, most of the cases, the purpose to start trading is to change your life in a big picture, in terms of leaving the job, leaving the company, or helping your family or friends, helping yourself financially. And that's why you can, most likely everybody comes to the world, this world, in trading. But you lose, no matter how much you study, you can lose money physically, and it's painful than other things. Like sports might be for fun, or it might be for joy or hobby. Unless you become professional, it's like hobby. So even if you lose, it might be painful psychology, but you don't feel as much pain as trading when you lose, because there's money involved and there's your hope involved in this. So that's why I say we have to change mindset completely. And plus, the learning curve is also different. This is something that I also told my GTS members today, is that the learning curve in general is like this way. As you study more, so this is the time, and this is the amount of the knowledge. If you take more time and if you take more knowledge, then your success rate increases like this. And this is like the ordinary job or work or even studies. But in trading, it's not like that. Time goes on. No matter how much you have knowledge, the learning curve never goes like this way. But it goes flat at some time. First, it goes flat. Maybe 1 year, 2 years, it goes flat. For myself, it went flat for 3 years, and then suddenly it just goes up like this. So that requires patience, and this is all, I think, also very different from the regular learnings, the other learnings, in my experience. Yeah, Neil says, do you think it's possible for a trader to be successful long-term in intraday and scalping relying only technicals? I think so. You can do that, but you cannot rely only on technicals. Like I put on title today, you have to also, I would say, not like master, but you have to know about the psychology and also money management. Bruno Henry says, what kind of rules would you set for a scalper? I used to scalp, but I had no success. So I guess I'm not the one who can talk about the scalping success. So when I first became full-time, I bought 6 monitors, and I used to trade scalping. So I was taking like 40 pairs, 30, 40 pairs, and I was using 2 screens to trade and 2 screens to see the updated news, fundamentals news, and some other news websites. And on other 2 screens, I was putting like these currency strengths and market orders, order flows, and all other fundamental technical analysis. So I was like this, you know. So and I was taking the trades in that way. But because in that way, I thought I can make more profits because I have more opportunities. And plus, it looks professional. So that's why I bought these 6 screens and trading the first time. But that was very stressful because no matter how many times I trade per day, it doesn't always relate to the profit. I might take 40 trades per day, and it may take, I don't know, maybe 10 hours, 12 hours per day. But even so, my profit will be very few, or sometimes I will even lose that day. And especially when I lose that day, I get so tired. Not only physically, but emotionally, I got so tired because I took so many trades with so much time, but I still lose per day. And I didn't know what to do. And that's why I thought I had to change my style. And that's why I started to check the daily or higher time frames. And back then, I never used Ichimoku. Ichimoku for me, I thought it was too complicated. So I never used Ichimoku back then. I was using some moving averages and Bollinger Bands, RSIs, and some other indicators to scalp the markets. So yeah, for me, I didn't have success in scalping. So yeah, and that was at least not my style. But for some people, I think scalping is, you know, you feel more energy, more passion in scalping. If that's the case, you can keep doing it. But for me, it was too stressful. And also, I just wanted to enjoy my life also. I want to be more free from trading, but make more profits and enjoy my time in myself and family. And that's why that was not my style. Blackwater says experience and time forged out our psychology in trading. I also feel nothing when I win or lose. That's good. That's a state. I think that's, as Mark Douglas says, in the zone state. I think. Yeah. If after I lost so much, I didn't feel anything. It's like, I think one of the breakthroughs for everybody. And when I start not to feel anything when I lose, that means back then I still had hope to be success in trading. But more than that, I started to focus in overall stats also. I started to see numbers. For example, profit factor or drawdown per trade, max drawdown per trade per monthly basis, or the win rate. I started to see these universal numbers. So in terms of risk management, you better look at these universal numbers. You never focus on how much you win, how much you lose, because depending on how much you have and how big lot size you go for in particular trade, this should be changed. Let's say you might go for like 1,000 lot. It's impossible. Like let's say you go 1,000 lot size and get $1,000, or you take one lot and get $1,000. It's so much different. 1,000 times different in terms of pips gain. So how much you lose, how much you win is not universal in that sense. So we shouldn't focus on that. And that's when I started not to watch these videos where people talk about how much you win, how much you lose, because I thought how much part is not really universal. And there is no learning from these numbers. So yeah, better focus on the profit factor, risk and reward ratio in terms of profit and loss, and also risk and reward ratio in terms of pips. It's called R multiple. You can also get that in a report in MT5, MT4. You can also focus R multiple in risk reward ratio is very important also. Yeah. Oh, John here says, this is an awesome feeling to say goodbye forever to company you worked for and can live independently. Yeah, that was a good feeling first, but the hope was broken after I lose these big accounts. Yeah, thank you for joining everybody. I see many comments now. Good to see you. So since markets are closed Saturday, usually I talk about these topics like free talk and talk about my own experience, how I overcame these struggles, stress in psychology. Milo says, Mr. K, when you are in a trade and you already set the break even, when do you think of adding another trade to maximize the move? Whenever I see the next 3 confirmations, then I can always take additional positions. Because after you set the break even, you don't lose, technically. Even if the market goes backwards and hit the break even, you don't lose. So you can feel free to check other pairs or the same pair also. Pick the same pair and look for the confirmations to trade along the way. And that's how I pyramid these positions. So, but I will make sure that I don't lose is my mind. And that's why I say here, help you become a non-losing trader is the mindset. So when I first started, my goal is to become profitable. And that's why I read so many books and I watched so many videos and I spent so much time to practice because I wanted to become a profitable trader. But after that, after especially these big losing time, non-losing mindset is more important than trying to be profitable. And it turned out that after I mastered risk management, both size management and stop loss management, risk management part, and then I became profitable afterwards. So yeah, that was also a big breakthrough from the mindset switch from becoming a profitable trader to becoming a non-losing trader. Was a very key. So when you are still struggling with the losing streaks, you better think how not to lose. And with this mind, you have to build your own strategy. How not to lose is a very key success. Dan says, it's ironic that everyone lost the most when they are at the most ambitious to trading and finally gain profit when they doesn't feel anything and no ambition. Yeah, it's ironic. Yeah, exactly. But now I feel good because if I still working full-time in Japan, then I will never come to Dubai and enjoy my life. So now I feel good. But in terms of trading itself, I don't feel ambition anymore. So this is kind of a strange feeling myself. Like when I was working full-time, of course, I wanted to get promoted to have more income. So I worked hard and I studied hard and I worked hard also to get other certificates for the company to build myself, build my career. And I was ambitious in that area. But in trading, I have no ambition, but simply I keep adding more money in my Forex account and I get returns every month and I get my, basically more profits on a monthly basis. So yeah, this is also almost like opposite mindset from the regular job. Sun says, Ichimoku, best time frame you are using H4 or daily? I would say daily is the best to check the chart by Ichimoku. Yeah, because originally Ichimoku was created by the daily time frame. But back then there was no like lower time frame concepts because they only get the information of the start and open, close, and high and low by the end of the day. So, and I even still now, I think daily works the best in Ichimoku. And that's why I say to everyone, whenever you want to use time cycles, price theories, you better use the daily time frame, not the lower time frame. Yeah, Bruno, you're welcome here. All right, let me check some other comments now. Tiff says, I am near your medicine zone. Oh, but now your knowledge. I stay away from medicine zone. Thanks a lot. Okay, you're welcome. Yeah, that was very painful. I wasn't able to sleep at all. So my sleeping hours when I got depressed after these big losses are very unstable. Sometimes I feel so dizzy during the day. I took a nap and woke up at night time, but I didn't feel like watching charts. So basically I was playing the games and I was watching some TVs and that's it. So that was, yeah, very painful. But the time is actually progressing, whatever I do. So I was a bit rushed psychologically that I have to come back to trade because I can't spend time forever like this. I have to recover from my depression and trade again. So that was very painful. Yeah. So I was very unstable in sleep and also yeah, I wasn't also feeling good in eating. So my appetite lost a lot. I didn't eat a lot when I get depressed, and basically I didn't feel like, I didn't feel like doing anything at that time. I simply wanted to lay in the bed or sit on the couch and just watch TV or movie or just play games. That's it. Okay, thank you for joining, everybody. Great to see you. So today is the psychology or risk management related topics through my experience. Okay, let's see. Yeah, let's see. Camilo says, hi Kason, can you explain more on how to calculate pips for stop loss based on 2% risk? You mean lot size? Calculate lot size? It's very simple. I'm actually using one of the websites to calculate that, and that is from myfxbook.com. let me change the screen. So basically, I'm using this website. This is myfxbook.com. Simply search this word, myfxbook, and also position size calculator, and you can access to this page. And simply what I do is I take these, let's say you're taking Euro USD trade, and your currency is USD, and your account size is, let's say, 1,000. So you put like $1,000 in your account, and then risk for trade. If you want to take 2% risk to stop loss, you simply put number 2, and then stop loss pips. Let's say you're taking 20 pips of stop loss, then you just input 20, and a trade size usually it's 1 lot, and if you click on here lot, you can convert it to units. And usually in brokers, they take 100,000 as 1 unit, but in some brokers like Japan, we have like 10,000 as 1 lot. So it's different among the brokers. So we can check with the broker of trade size per units. But if your broker offers 100,000 as 1 unit, as 1 lot, then you can actually put 100,000 and then click calculate, and you get the result below here. So if you have $1,000 in your account, taking a trade on Euro USD with 2% risk, 2% risk means $20 for the risk of $1,000 account, and you can go for 0.1 lot with 20 pips of stop loss. So this is how I calculate every time I take trades for my position size. Okay, let me continue to talk about some other topics now. John Harris says, please talk about confidence, Kei. I'm in the middle. I have the confidence, but also feeling of doubt. So confidence will not come short time. Confidence comes over time. And until you get confident, you have to not only practice, but also you have to see numbers. So this is what I recommend to everyone, is that you have to practice whenever backtest or tester or other tools. At least take 100 trades. And if you take trades 100 times, and if you still see the PF, profit factor, risk and reward ratio overall, is 1 to 5 in your trades, then you can be confident, so that for the next 100 trades could be the same result that you can expect. So yeah, when you practice also, by seeing these numbers, improvements, then you can build up the confidence over time. Yeah, don't even take like only 10 trades and 20 trades and get confidence. There's no way to build confidence in that way. K1 says, do you think a growth mindset is more important than psychology? Growth mindset, you mean like growing your own behavior or their confidence? I think psychology, in terms of stress management and also confidence management, is more important. Then, because if you focus on this psychology part, how to manage, for example, FOMO, how to manage the fear of missing out, how to manage the losses, then you can grow your mindset simply. How many pips in between before setting the break even? I don't really go by how many pips actually. If I see end wave, then that's when I set the break even. Okay, Bruno Henry says, do you know why I lose when I reach a new step on my capital? Example, 10K, 20K feel like there is capital resistance. Yeah, that's also a good topic because the psychology is also different when you trade. When you trade with $1,000 and when you trade with $100,000, the psychology becomes much different. And that's why I always recommend everybody to start small. So you have to have two wallets. One wallet is for live for yourself and family, and the other wallet to trade. You never mix up these two wallets together, otherwise you get also stress because you might lose money to feed your family and yourself for the next day. So you have to separate these two wallets. But even so, this amount, psychologically, you have to think that it's okay to lose this, over here, this trading account. So you have to set the amount that it's okay to lose so that the psychology won't affect this trading account that much. But if this account is bigger than the living account, let's say this is your monthly living expenses, let's say $5,000, and your trading account is like $10,000 account. And this trading account is much more double than the living account. And if you lose this one, it's like 2 months of your living account, and it creates stress. So if you take the 5,000 for the monthly living expense, then I recommend you to take $1,000. And psychologically, you have to think that it's okay to lose, and then you don't lose that way because psychologically you feel comfortable in losing. Yeah, so always start small and grow it bigger because you can do it. You can compound as you trade, and you can make it grow. And psychologically, that's better. Okay, I see many comments now. Thank you for joining, as always. Okay, Diodon says, this account don't stay because I end up blowing the account due to poor risk management. Any help on risk management? Yeah, so use this position size calculator. Yeah, please use this one. Always calculate the risk per trade and manage your risk. That's the first step you have to do. Yeah, Hidemitsui, you're welcome here. Thank you for the comment. Do you have any course on trading psychology, risk management? There are my biggest problems now. Oh, that's what I do in the GTS. You can actually click on the below description and get the full information about the GTS. The next opening in July. This is a 3 months training course, up to 5 members in the group, and I teach full my strategy, including psychology and risk management. Because to be able to talk about the risk management psychology, I have to see your trades. I have to see number of your trades and make comments real time. Then I can get exact advice on what you do. Yeah, sometimes I get these screenshots by the email and I reply the emails with my answers, but the thing is that I can't see it real time. And if I can see that trade in the real time, then it might be difficult to really, to be realistic in that sense. Yeah, and that's why in the GTS, yeah, I make comments real time, and also I share my trades. I share my trades. Whenever I took the trade, whenever I exit, I post my trades also in there. GTS says, kindly speak on impatience and greed in trading. Yeah. it's always there. Greed and impatience, it's always there because you want to make profits. That's it. So I would say never expect profits. Never try to make profits, then you can make profits. Hassan says, what are the 3 confirmations you wait for before going long with the Ichimoku? So I take the 5-minute chart usually and get my entry edges in the 5-minute chart. And you can actually see my videos in my YouTube, and you can see some of my trade examples. You can actually search Forexkei and the trade, and you can see some of my videos in the past. Ruth says, hi Mr. K, the life in Dubai is expensive. Do you feel time to time the pressure to be enough profitable? For me, Dubai is not expensive. It's not expensive, Dubai. The quality is very good, and I think it's about the same expense as Japan. But I was in Tokyo, and as compared to Tokyo, it's like the same or sometimes cheaper than Tokyo. So I don't feel it's very expensive. You can actually go up very expensive, but I think it's true on any countries, any cities. You can have some expensive living style, but if you just live regularly, it's not really expensive, I think. Gandalf says, I made a lot of money with only Ichimoku for 3 years. Only Ichimoku Basic. That's good, that's good. So you can stick to that level. Yeah, if you start to use some other indicators after you start to win, then you might start to lose. So that's why if you keep winning, then please stick that rule is my advice. And that was my mistake. I win the trade. Let's say I use some other indicators, some other strategies, and I win. And when I start to win, because I wanted to win more, I add more indicators, I add more confirmations, and then I start to lose. That was my big mistake. So we have to stick to what's working, and if it's not working, then we have to stay away. Okay, so I'm ending the live in about 5 minutes, but let me check some other comments now. A few comments until the end. Augustine says, Kason, I watch the daily 4-hour chart and see an uptrend, but when I go to 5.15 for the entry, but since I set 30 pips stop loss, the price hits it very easily. What am I doing wrong? Yeah, so the positions can hit the stop loss. So first, you have to accept the fact that the market can go backwards. So I think that hitting a stop loss is not really bad. Or usually for me, I exit before hitting a stop loss. But even if it hits the stop loss, it's okay because it's just 2% drawdown, very small drawdown. But if it keeps hitting the stop loss, then that is a problem. And you want to recheck your entry confirmations, and you want to also see when to exit more quicker timing. Antonio says, it happens to me also. I learned a bunch of traders is not good compared to one good one. Risk management is real. Yeah, the risk management is the key to success. And I think risk management is closely connected to the psychology. Strategy is just strategy, but risk management and psychology management, these are closely related. And one should study these parts first before studying strategy. Because if you cannot combine these 3 elements, then I think it will be difficult to success in the long run. if you just want to win 1 time, 3 times, or 5 times only, then you can just depend on a strategy and you might have a good luck. But if you are the one who wants to keep trading a long run, like 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, or lifetime, then in the long run, risk management and psychology management becomes very important. Yeah, okay, so I guess I will end the live now. Thank you for watching, thank you for joining until the end. So since it's Saturday, please have a great weekend. And tomorrow, I will do the weekly forecast for all the pairs on my watch list, gold, WTI, and indices, and then news for next week. So if you can join also tomorrow, that would be great. So, but anyhow, please enjoy your night, enjoy your day, and I will see you in the next one. So until then, please stay healthy and stay safe and stay gold. Alright, bye for now. Mata ne. Thank you.